Y'all could win that game.
We could. But being a Raider fan for as long as I have been, the Raiders that game. We suck.
I ate a turkey burger to celebrate the victory, but we actually look like a team. All we gotta do is play another trash bag team, and we in there, baby. Yeah. The Cowboys, we went to Cincinnati and we did our thing. Andy, it was the first time he played for us and didn't throw an interception. That says a lot about his time with the Cowboys. But we actually look like a team. All we got to do is play another trash bag team, and we in there, baby. Defense was out there making plays. We had fumbles on fumbles. Alden Smith scored a touchdown. It was great. Yeah, great.
You took a nap still?
No, I didn't take a nap. I ate a turkey burger to celebrate the victory, and then I kind of closed my eyes for a second because y'all was getting beat up so bad. But that's a different story. We'll get to that later. We're still talking about the Cowboys win.
Oh, hell no!
We look like a real team. Mike McCarthy secured his job. They're going to come back next year. Like I said, try to get to them 8 or 9 wins. We in here, baby.
Man, Zeke ain't do nothing.
That's because we ain't giving them the ball. You see they working there in Pollard. I don't know if I saw this coming. It's all of a sudden Zeke gets worked out of the fold and all of those millions get cut just like they did with Dez.
Yeah. I was mad because Zeke only got me a couple points in fantasy.
You see how they did Todd Gurley. It's coming up for Zeke next.
My season rode on Zeke.
Your season's over, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I lost. Playoffs?
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
One and done.
All 3?
Nah. The big money one is what I really cared about, but
And that's the one that's gone?
That one's gone. I'm killing in the league that you opted out of.
Yeah, that's because I'm out.
Did you even make the playoffs last year?
I think I did.
I gotta check.
Maybe not.
I gotta check that one.
I'll be back next year with a vengeance.
Yeah,
my revenge tour.
Pick Andy Dalton.
I'm picking Tyreek Hill first pick.
Oh man, but yeah, Mike McCarthy finally looked like he had a game plan.
Man, if that wasn't the best game they called, I was like, they're making all the right calls. Except for when we kicked it to go up 20 to whatever. I was like, we're on the 1, bro. Just give it to Zeke. We're up. Like, we have nothing to lose.
Just give it to Zeke.
But even Zeke, I mean, he didn't, he's not looking like Zeke, but even he got more carries than he's gotten for a large part of the season. I was going to say portion, but part came out. So,
I mean, he had his best games when Dak was playing.
Well, yeah, when you actually have a threat to throw the ball, then it's kind of makes it easier for the running back. But, Andy, like I said, just got his first game without an interception for the Cowboys.
Well, he didn't want to go back to Cincinnati laying a goose egg.
Yeah, his wife was cheering hard. I know he was doing it for her. I'm sure she didn't like how they treated him in Cincinnati.
I'm sure. Red Rifle.
Now he's kind of like a red BB gun.
Oh, God. This is enough.
Oh, man. Are the Cowboys still statistically in it?
Yep. We still have a shot, baby, even though I want no parts of this. Do not make the playoffs. Please, just top 10.
You want that draft pick.
Man, we can draft the best defensive player in the draft. Normally, that's where they go, around 4 or 5 anyway.
Defense?
Sometimes.
It's usually O-line.
Chase Young went second, didn't he? Or third?
Who?
Chase Young. That's one thing I couldn't see watching the video. It was on there,
Oh
but
yeah,
it was
I
so
mean,
small.
DNs and linebackers. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, speaking of still being in the divisional hunt, and you brought up Chase Young. He plays for the Washington Redskins. He plays for the Washington Redskins. He plays for the Washington Redskins. Washington.
You gotta chop that up.
Yeah, I do. Or I could leave it there. Bloop. But their defense is solid as they scored 14 defensive points yesterday against the Niners.
Yeah, Chase Young had one of those touchdowns.
He sure did. He did.
He's definitely a game changer on defense. We need a player like him.
Hands down. I mean, I don't know if there's one coming out of college this year, but he's nice.
Indeed. But yeah, Chase Young has made a career out of being a backup. Every time I see him in the game, I'm like, you keep doing this. You keep doing this, making all of this money for backup quarterbacks.
Oh, all right, okay.
I think last time I checked, he was at like $38 million career earnings.
Wow.
Not bad for a backup.
Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, they made the Niners offense look anemic, to say the least. Listening to our local sports radio show over here in the Bay Area, it seemed like, fans wanted Nick Mullins to get benched for CJ Beathard, and they weren't really too happy for Kyle Shanahan's explanation on why he didn't do it, saying Beathard wasn't warmed up to come in. But if you really watch that game, though, they were only down one score. The
whole time. They could have even won the game at the end.
They could have. I don't know. 1 week, Niner fans is happy saying they got a chance, and the next following week, the sky is falling.
We had that trivia about Mullins last week, and I actually have some more trivia this week. So we had we gave the people the top three picks. I mean, the top three people who have the most yards through 13 games. You want to know who the fourth one is?
Who is it?
I hate to say this, but it's Tony Romo.
My guy.
I heard that, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. Oh, man.
That's my guy.
He came in hot. He did come in slinging. I thought he was a real boy. Turns out he was Pinocchio.
Turns out he played on a bunch of teams with no defense.
Oh, okay.
And no offense.
What about when we had DeMarcus Ware and a whole bunch of other players that were dope?
One guy.
Terrence Newman, Marcus Ware, Marcus Spears.
All I'm saying is Romo don't have all those comeback wins without a good defense.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to these trash bag teams. Not gonna make the playoffs.
We went from the Cowboys transitioning over to the Niners, and y'all two play each other next week.
Well, that really wasn't a Cowboy thing because he don't play for us no more. It was more so trivia, which I thought, But yeah, we play the Niners this week. Yep. Yes, we do, because the 20th this Sunday. I already got a $20 bet on this.
Oh man!
Anybody else?
I'm rooting for you.
Who else wanted with Debo? R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah, I'm hoping y'all play like y'all did against the Bengals against the Niners. I mean, the Niners, their whole fan, they're sad. They just.
I don't want to win another game after this either.
They're questioning the coach. They're questioning the quarterback. They're questioning the future.
Oh, they should be questioning the quarterback for sure.
I mean, all is well last year, but
that boy can't stay healthy.
Yeah, he stayed healthy last year.
1 out of 3. You lost in paper, rock, scissors.
Boom.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I mean, health is a big issue. But, when he is healthy and they got their weapons, they're not too far off if you ask me.
The best ability is availability.
You're right. And that's what my boss told me every time I used to call in sick. That was back in the day when
you was young, you're not a kid anymore.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Yeah, we go. I'm actually pretty excited to see that game. Only because I know only a handful of Cowboys fans, but I know a bunch of Niner fans that don't like the Cowboys. So this is gonna be a fun one.
A good portion of my family is a Cowboys fan.
That's what's up. The only Cowboy fan I know. Well, no, I know 3 others, but the other 2 that I normally talk to a lot, they ain't brought up Cowboys all year.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably like me, If I didn't have to talk about this, I probably wouldn't. I'm ready for basketball season,
Yeah, you sound like a Niner fan.
Oh, sound like somebody whose season has been over for weeks. It's time to watch the NBA now. I'm just glad it's back. Got to get to that Raiders rant, though. I see it stewing in you.
They do it to me every year. We suck. God.
You guys don't suck. You're still in the hunt.
I don't see it's not happening. It's not happening the way I envisioned it. I mean, we got to win out to even have a chance. But I don't see
Who y'all got this week?
We got the Chargers on Thursday.
Y'all could win that game.
We could. But being a Raider fan for as long as I have been, they'll Raider that game.
I mean, Anthony Lynn could Anthony Lynn the game over the Raidering that you guys might do, because that guy, if he had lost that game, he for sure was getting fired. It was literally one point in the game where it was 12 seconds left, and instead of spiking the ball and trying to get the field goal kicker on the field, they try to get the special teams on the field with 12 seconds left.
That ain't happening.
So they ran out of time. I'm like, what? How does he still have a job? This is crazy. Like, as an assistant coach, I would be like, hey, coach, that's not a good idea. Let's just spike the ball. We could have like an extra 8 seconds.
Terrible. But hey, man, the Raiders will have to win out for the rest. They got the Chargers, they got Miami, and then we got the Broncos. I just don't see it happening.
Miami is real. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see it happening. The defense is real. I'm not scared of the offense.
I mean, Tua's coming along. He's a lot better than I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, for being in the league, yeah. I mean, he's not
To be a rookie.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. In all reality, man, our offense is not the issue. We put up points. We can hang with anybody offensively, but it's hard to do that when our defense gives up 44 points. We're averaging in our losses. We're averaging of giving up 32 points a game. You can't win in this league giving up 32 points a game. The only good news from yesterday is that we finally fired Paul Gunther. Now he's out of there. But, I mean, what good is that when there's only 3 games left?
I heard Wade Phillips was actually being linked to you guys. Wade is a good defensive coordinator. That's the best the Cowboys defense has been since then.
Yep. I'm in favor of that one. All records say that he's interested in the job. I don't know how much the Raiders are interested in him, but they should be. I'd go all out for him.
I don't know about all out, but yeah, if he's interested, definitely give him a call.
Who was the defensive coordinator when the Rams went to the Super Bowl?
Wade.
That was only 2 years ago. I want him.
Or you could just take Mike Nolan and he could come back to where he already knows his home.
Nah, you could keep him. I know him all too well for being in the Niners head coach.
And he was a head coach.
Yeah, he was trash.
Some people are head coaches. You look at North Turner, prime example.
Yeah, after he did a hell of a job with Alex Smith being the OC for San Francisco for 1 year and then getting the head coaching job for the Chargers.
Hey, wasn't he y'all coach too?
He was.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he was your head
He was.
coach. He was the Cowboys offensive coordinator. That's how I know he's a genius because he won Super Bowls with us. But yeah, he was your head coach.
It's trash.
He was the head coach right after Gruden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that got him to the Super Bowl, I thought.
No,
No?
that was Bill Callahan.
That was Callahan. They favor each other.
Well, no, Bill Callahan just took John Gruden's playbook.
Yeah, and didn't change it. And I mean, you thought you was going to win the Super Bowl like that, you know?
The rest was history.
I lost a lot of money on that game.
So did I. Yeah, man. Raiders suck. I'm not gonna lie. Number 23 for the Colts. He made a hell of a play.
Boy, that was the catch of the year, damn near for a defender.
Bruh, that was a hell of. I can't even be mad at that.
Like that wasn't on Derek Carr. That was a defender. That was just a defender making a play, a hell of a play.
Yeah.
Because he should play receiver sometimes, is what I was thinking. Corners don't make those types of catches.
Nah, man. Yeah, that was a hell of a play. That wasn't on DC, but he did have another pick in that game. But that was
it was a pick six, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, him and Mullins threw one at the exact same time, or near around the same time.
Yeah, I'm not looking at
it. You know, both pick sixes simultaneous.
Yeah, but that Mullen, that was all his fault. DC, bro, you can't. That's why I don't like those stats sometimes. It's like yeah, the stat goes against DC, but it hit the receiver in his hands.
I feel like they should amend the stat. Like they should at least tell you like it hit the receiver's hands and then it was fumbled or it was picked off, or like how it says a tip drill ball. Like, hey, that ball was tipped, bro. That was they had extra time to get that pick. It's not like I threw it right to them.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
Of course they're not. I'm just saying, off the top of my head, that was my cool idea.
Yeah, next gen stats.
Yeah, analytics.
Yeah, man. I'm not optimistic about the rest of the season at all. I mean, it's deja vu all over again from last year. Last year we was 6-4 heading out to New York, and we ended up losing 5 out of 6 games. Right now we're
7-5.
We're 7-5, but we're 1-4 in our last 5. Like that's not gonna do it.
Not to try to be a playoff team. And, the Colts coach, his name escapes me right now, but the one that said playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
You want to talk about playoffs? And it's crazy because 2 weeks ago you was talking about the playoffs.
2 weeks ago was November.
How things change so fast.
So fast. I mean, I gotta censor myself. But I mean, man. All I know is we suck. We suck. No wonder why we're the laughing stock of the league.
Well, I would like to think of you guys as middle of the pack because we actually suck.
You right.
And you'll probably be picking like 15, 16, 17,
Hey, last year we got Ruggs at 14.
Oh, yeah, we got CD. He hasn't been what I expected, but he also doesn't have the quarterback that I expected either. So
still got better numbers than Ruggs.
Does he?
Does he?
I know I'm not going to lie, I haven't checked the stats in a while, but I know the last few games he's been getting off.
My numbers might be off a little bit or a lot of it, but I think Lamb has like 60-plus targets and Ruggs only has like 20.
Oh, yeah, y'all got to get him the ball.
Bro, I'm saying he averages like 17 plus yards an attempt, a catch.
But Waller is DC's favorite receiver, really.
I
Even
mean,
though he's a
rightfully
tight
so.
end. Yeah, I mean he has a crazy catch radius.
Rightfully so. I mean, he's earned it. I mean, he's proved it too. Uh, he's top 3 tight ends in the league, in my opinion. When Kittle is healthy, we still got to get him the ball. I don't understand. Every week I call for a slant to Ruggs. Does it ever happen? No.
Man, y'all gotta use him like Tyreek Hill, like I wrote in the article on SportsLife365.net so long ago. Is that he's fast enough to run those trick plays and toss him the ball and see what could happen. It's just you got to use him.
You got to use him.
Andy,
Our offense ain't the problem. All right. It's
Gruden needs to take a page out of Andy's book.
Yeah, I agree with that for the most part. I mean, I would just like the only thing with our offense I'd like to see better is getting Ruggs the ball. Maybe our run game has slipped a little bit from last year, but other than that, I mean, our offense is solid. I'm pretty sure we're top 10 offense in the league, and it could be better. Don't get me wrong, it could be better. But you're not winning games when your defense is ranked 28th, 29th in the league. Like that's not gonna happen. That doesn't cut it.
We're both looking to next year, I guess.
All the 3 teams we talked about so far is looking towards next year.
Yeah. Hey, if my team looks up and makes it to the playoffs, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I don't know. I feel like Washington has a firm lead on the division.
I don't know. The Giants look.
The Giants are playing good defensively right now, but they still have a bum at quarterback.
Yeah, they do.
They'll figure it out next year that he's not it.
Hey, 1 week he's Danny Dimes, and the next week he's just
Danny Dookie.
Raiders suck.
No. It's always next year, bro. It's always next year.